You look well, sir.
You wanna pass? I check your pockets. That's not up for discussion. You seem nervous. You got something to hide? All right, all good. Go on.
Nobody. I mean, compared to some of the other power players at the party, a former lobbyist, a political advisor, why would you keep wasting time on a bunch of low-level bureaucrats, even if they all wear the same?
All right there.
Take a good look at this woman. What do you see? A monster? Revolutionary fanatic? Violent?
One more time, so help me.
You should. You should take a good, hard look at this graceful woman.
Good, man. Well, I'm fairly certain she was a handler in the ICA. Her name doesn't feature in
This one looks like an accident. We need some help here to clean up. Whoa. Christ's sake!
Okay.
This isn't going away, my love. It falls on me as constant to protect Providence against all threats, even his bad decisions.
So let's treat this like a court case. Say Burnwood is a material witness to the prosecution and you need to get rid of her. Walk me through your strategy.
best course of action is blackmail. I've called in one of the firm's junior partners to dig up some dirt. If Burnwood has a weakness, we will find it.
If not,
Then Corvo gets to earn his 7 figures a year. Burnwood suffers an accident. Convincing, but not too convincing. And the blame falls on some floating bastard with cocaine.
that might change the next.
I don't know. Probably keep something weird inside.
Weird?
Like how? All my clients have kept something weird in their face, especially when it's a basement safe. Basement safes are weak.
About more about putting together young around.
I'm always trying to guess.
What are you thinking?
The hell. You think for yourself? They lost plenty of colleagues with Burnwood and her co-workers. I'm sure they would have been anyway. Again, by a half trial lawyer with a lack of stirring monologue. Mr. Yates has always stayed in the brownstone in Brooklyn. This climate never did agree with him.
Madam seems happy to have him around more. None of them are built for country life. They are fast-lane people, cosmopolitans. She was a career diplomat, ambassador to China before that incident.
She suggested well enough.
They were?
Mr. Yates has always stayed in the brownstone.
Don't you remember? It was a huge scandal. One of those whatever gates.
Doesn't ring a bell. So,
Mrs. Yates was a career diplomat.
Oh, yes, an international superstar. She was the Argentinian ambassador to Norway, then Israel, and then China. Like her office. I like
Pretty good looking, this woman. What do you see? A monster? Revolutionary? Violent extremist? You should. You should take a good, hard look at this graceful woman with the ensuringly professional demeanor and imagine her hands soaked in the blood of your colleagues, including my friend.
oh shit.
these extra guys patrolling, there are still so few guards assigned inside the villa.
Well, you got enough of them outside then. You don't need any inside. Well, you got enough of them outside.
Can I help you? You're kind of inside my personal space.
Yes, I will torture me here.
Yes.
Pablo.
Already?
Why do you have...
Tell me to stop.
It's the Yates baby.
Some of them are like here. What do you do?
Yeah, sure. But at the first name now, I'll never understand.
Let's head back to the party.
Whatever you say. Why are you here, Burnwood?
Didn't you know? I have tango fever.
Thing is, nobody held a gun to your head. Why did you take his offer?
It was time for a change.
I'll say. Learning the truth about your partner. Harsh. But you see,
Greetings, sir.
I've read your ICA profile. All those years, you never took a contract for money or glory. Only to serve your personal brand of vigilante justice.
How you been?
Targeting those who rise above the law, except for yourself, of course. But hey, everyone's a hypocrite. Still, makes you wonder.
I was wasting my potential. I did garbage duty for 30 years, and where did it get me?
You've certainly kept the world's coroners on their toes.
Edwards is right. Power never dies. It only
How are
changes
you?
hands. And his hands, well, I figure the world could do a lot worse.
You admire him.
I thought resisting power was noble. But revolution is a young
Greetings,
person's
sir.
game. It's easy to tear down. It's much harder to build. I figure I can be Edward's conscience. God knows I have to practice. Did I pass your test?
It was hardly the pledge of allegiance, but it's the best I could expect from a business executive.
So, what's your take on these ICA papers? Oh, for hell of a big problem.
Hey, what's up?
It's just disgraceful how an agency like the ICA could exist and thrive for so long without the public's knowledge.
Boggles the mind.
That it does. That it does. Yeah, I do wonder, though.
Yes.
Well, just for the sake of argument, say one had an urgent problem, and
Yeah, we might have a possible situation. Stay tuned.
you got sick.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm checking out some weird noise. We'll get back. See you, okay? Huh?
Please, no!
¿Qué hubo, pues?
Nothing quite spoils a party like your guests inexplicably dropping dead.
Something Dutch sounding? I bet.
Hello, sir.
The constant must have lost his mind. Burnwood was in league with Grey. She's responsible for killing how many of our people? How could she be a herald?
Maybe Vidal will trip her down the stairs. Those heels are an accident waiting to happen.
Don't hold your breath. Vidal is a true believer. Fiercely loyal.
You must be Burnwood and Vidal.
And you must be Yates's garbage man.
It's a living. What's your excuse?
Well, we're all
Excuse
here, it
me,
seems.
but it really
Except
freaks
for
me
our
out when
guide,
people stand
Mr.
too close
Vargas.
to me. Am I
Suppose
taking
someone
a couple
ought
of
to fetch
steps
you.
back?
Black,
Eh?
I'm looking in your direction.
Yeah? Let me know how that works out for you.
Well, this is fun.
At ease.
Mr. Yates, what can I do for you? A tour of the facility? At this hour? I didn't know we had investors coming. A private tour. Mr. Yates, with all due respect, we are about to harvest the Malbec. I hardly think this is the best use of my time. Fine, if you say so. Who is the audience? Diana Barnwood and Tamara Vidal? The politician Tamara Vidal? Okay, and the last one? Corvo Black? Is he your fixer? The scary one?
A private tour of the estate. Diana, Vidal, and this fixer, Corvo Black. Black is a threat, but also an opportunity. Yates's own machinations are inconsequential. Joining the tour will give access to Vidal, away from the crowd.
Okay, I'll clear my schedule. Right. Thank you, Mr. Yates. Enjoy the... Why does he want me to play tour guide to his socialite friends? It's our best day.
He probably just wants to show off, Patron. I know I would.
At ease, soldier. ¿Cómo estás?
Oh, that's okay. Nothing messaging at the moment. Taking too long.
No lo creo. ¿Ah?
What? What is it now? What?
You have some guests waiting. Senor Yates wanted you to give them grand tour. Remember?
If I don't have more important things to do than babysit Yates' socialite friends.
Do
it's
I know
only
him?
harvest season.
Try to do what he says, Patron. Big shot New York lawyer like that. Don't want to get on the bad side.
Well, I'm not going anywhere until I have decided if the crop is right for picking. Bring me the 3 Malbec grapes to taste, Ramon. If Yates doesn't like how I prioritize, he can weigh me down with concrete and toss me off a bridge. How's that?
3 grapes, was it? I'll get my picking knife. Come on.
I left it right.
Por Dios! This pisses me off. It sucks.
Because they don't think of you at all.
Why not?
Marita, goddamn, that gun sounds good. It sounded like breaking bones.
What is it? What's going on?
Hey, hold on. We have to leave now. I don't know. Someone taking
I got it
down
up.
for real.
Okay, John.
I don't want to shake your stupid banana. Wake up!
Who's our guy? You share that information. Not to be really cared.
Maybe asustado?
This thing right here.
What's happening?
I see something far beyond us. A place of land. On a land of mundane land.
Welcome to Vignetta Yates. I'm Gabriel Vargas, chief winemaker, and I will be your tour guide. Any questions before we start?
Yes, but they're all above your pay grade.
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Follow me.
What's up, yo?
She's barely even a game. I'd rather just sit in complete silence all day.
First stop on the tour is the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including a drag-in freezer unit. And last but not least, our grape crusher, industrial size for your disposal purposes.
Interesting.
Follow me, please. This is an industrial cold storage unit, useful for preventing cellular decomposition. It easily reaches temperatures of -10 degrees Celsius. Trust me, you don't want to stay inside for long.
No kidding. Hey, there's no doorknob on the inside. Seems like a pretty glaring safety omission, if you ask me.
Probably soundproof, too.
And good luck getting a phone signal.
Follow me, please.
Imagínate una barrera invisible entre tú y yo que se extiende de tus manos, de tus brazos hacia mí. Hacemos eso. Hacemos fuera de esa zona.
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium. In these spacious tanks, which could easily be able to contain a couple of hundred human bodies, the sugars in the wine are converted to alcohol. This is also where we squeeze the must into a fine juice using our grape presser.
Fascinating.
Come along. This is the facility's grape presser, where the freshly crushed pulp is pressed through a fine filter, leaving only the flesh and skins behind. Much more efficient than the ancient practice of grape stomping, but also less personal.
So,
Excuse me, sir. Who are you again? Who is this guy? Is he a friend of yours? Hey, excuse me, I'm talking to...
So, this is what the little guy feels like.
Our large fermentation tanks are constructed from solid French oak, and each contain up to 500 gallons of grape must.
Occupational hazard.
You don't want to fall
Neighborhood?
in, but if you do, at least you'll die happy.
got a troublemaker out here.
Myself in these situations all the time, just
Don't shoot down!
Tell me the truth. Was that you?
Oh, just when I thought the day couldn't get any.
That's the perp. He's changed. That's him. He's in a disguise. Protect his head.
Final stop, the barrel room. Nothing dramatic, just wine biding its time.
Good evening.
The vault next door contains our most precious bottles, but the access doors are made from ballistic glass and can only be unlocked from the security room high above our heads. So, as you're the Sparrow, don't get any ideas.
Remarkable.
So, this concludes our tour. I do hope you found it inspiring. Signora, I bid you farewell.
Let's head back to the party.
Fine by me.
Shame about your boy Leandro throwing his knee out.
How did you know?
Your deal. That kind of power always comes with a price. What's yours?
I think you know. I am sorry. This is a necessary evil.
have you done?
Ether brand neurotoxin. Transfers by touch. See, Edwards learns by his mistakes, 47. And as you've clearly demonstrated, brute force is futile. It had to be me. It was the only way.
To get this close.
My family. I know what you did. After all these years, I finally know.
I am sorry.
You didn't have a choice. I did. Providence used you, but I'm no better. All I saw was a blank slate, a weapon to wield. I told myself it was what you needed, but people aren't meant to be controlled. This is a kindness. Goodbye, Agent. Are you still here? Still clinging on to your self-image? Agent 47, the apex predator. Always hiding behind the headlines. Was perfection its own justification? Or a willful distraction? A wall built contract by contract to shield you from the uncomfortable truth. You're exactly the tool they bred you to be. Quite a piece of work you are. How could you possibly function on your own? You never even had a name. Until I gave you one.
That's him. Burnwood never ceases to surprise me. You really are a most singular individual. And to think she wanted me to put you down. Lucky for you, I never throw away anything useful. Prepare the serum. Forgetting's not so bad. You've done it before.
What's he doing? Is he still looking at us?
I'm afraid so. Poor sap just won't accept his days are done.
Perhaps I should take him out to the woods and set him free.
Oh, it's a classic.
He was a loyal tool. But everything goes the way of the horse and cart eventually.
I couldn't agree more.
Are you done? The toxins are playing into your fears. Don't let them. Come on. Gotta get your head straight.
She wants me dead.
She has every right to after what we did. But that's not what is really going on.
She chose power. In the end, she was just like them.
No. She found a way to turn Edward's own cleverness against him. The rest is up to you.
I don't know how.
You do know.
Diana!
Coming!
Once you dispose of Edwards, I will dismantle Providence from the top down. It will finally be over. All you have to do is embrace the past.
Sir, we have produced a fresh sample of the serum. Yeah, the exact specs from the lab in Johannesburg. A dosage is on its way to your car as requested. Well, I recommend that the muscle-paralyzing agent used to incapacitate the subject is out of his system before the serum is administered, to avoid unwanted side effects. Yes, sir. I will inform you once the subject comes to.
We need to find a catchy name for it. For when we go commercial, I mean.
You figure this thing has commercial applications? Who'd want to have their minds wiped?
Not wiped, obviously. But that's just fine-tuning. Okay, right now the serum erases long and short-term memory banks wholesale. But in a couple of cycles, we'll be able to isolate the effects to individual memories. Imagine if you could pluck out childhood traumas, ugly breakups, combat trauma. You guys should be over the moon.
What are you talking about? I love waking up in a cold sweat with a scream stuck in my throat. So, what would you call it then? Your catchy, off-the-counter name?
I don't know. Blank Slaterzine?
You are a piece of work, lady.
Come on. Jim, was it? It always starts like this. GPS, microwaves, duct tape. This serum will eventually improve lives. I've got to believe that.
Tell that to the poor SOB in the rear car. Nah. When I want to forget something, I rely on my good old pal, Mr. Alcohol. No offense.
I don't know you. That's not funny. You're going to kill someone.
What the hell are you...